Hello again, welcome back. It's been 2 months since I've been behind the lathe, due to circumstances beyond my control. However, I've decided to go through my wood pile for the next few videos and pick out some stuff that I possibly would either burn or don't think would turn out to be a decent piece. I'm going to start off small because I haven't, as I say, been doing anything for the last couple of months. I've got this piece of fir. It's not a big piece, it's going to be an end grain bowl. I'm going to take the bark off to begin with and just have a play around, and let's just see what we can make from this piece of wood that was actually going to go into the fire pit. Okay, without further ado, let's turn this small fir bowl. Now I've been left with the branches that are coming out the side, a little bit like a monkey puzzle really. Anyway, I'll take this over to the bandsaw, just trim those down a bit, and then we'll mount him. I think I'm going to mount it on a worm screw, which will then go into the Axminster sea jaws, and we'll start to turn it. Be nice if some of this figure stays there, so you've got a bit of interest. So I've got the required shape on the outside of the piece. All remains to do now is to sand the outside, be a bit of hand sanding in these areas here, and it could end up with quite a bit of character. One thing I will say is that normally I wouldn't advocate putting a worm screw into end grain, but this is a small bowl. I've got it in the full length, which is about 1 3/4 inches, and had tailstock support while I was shaping the outside as well, but I'm quite happy that it did hold very well indeed. Okay, so I'll sand this up now, and then we'll put a finish on it and then spin him around and take out the inside. So I've got the sanding done up to 320. I'm now going to apply Hampshire Sheen pre-thinned sanding sealer, then I will go with True Grit, and then with Hampshire Sheen high gloss. And there we go, that's the outside finished, and I'll spin him around now and we'll hollow out the inside. Just as a point of interest, this goes down about 7 mil. So I've either got to keep the walls slightly above 7 mil or go through to about 5 or 6 mil and have a little hole here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. So we'll see what happens. So that's the inside shaping done. I've kept the walls between 6 and 7 mil. We've got the figure coming through there, the branch wood, the knots there, which is nice, keeps it interesting inside as well as out. And I'm just going to run the Simon Hope negative rate scraper over the inside because it's quite soft wood, as you can appreciate, with fur. And I'm just going to refine that and hopefully get the surface ready for sanding. Pre-thin sanding sealer, true grit and Hampshire Sheen high gloss. So that's the inside finish now. So I need to take it out of the chuck, reverse it into the button jaws and take off the foot. So ideally the button jaws will go inside the bowl because of the shape of it, but unfortunately it won't go small enough. So I brought up the tailstock and using a friction drive basically with the button jaws to take off the foot, and no more than about 600 RPM is recommended. And then the little nub we will be left with at the end, we'll just take off with a chisel and sand by hand. Well, here's our little bowl finished, and it measures 6 inches in diameter by just over 4 inches in depth. Got some lovely figure. Love how the knots where the branches were have stayed. I didn't actually go through the side. The wall thickness is about 7mm to stop me having going through the side. But yeah, considering it was going to go onto the fire, it's come out quite well, and it's taken quite a good finish. I've never turned fir before. I've always sort of shied away from it, but I certainly shan't shy away from it anymore. Well, thank you very much indeed for watching. I'll put a few pictures up at the end. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers now.